Good day to all. Today our topic is how can we apply nanotechnology in agriculture. Nanotechnology plays vital role in engineering industries for creating some inherent properties on the materials like less weight, high strength ratio. Likewise, it acts huge role in engineering industries. Today, how can we apply these nanotechnology concepts in agriculture? Because we can help the farmers as a engineer. So that today we discuss the topic. Okay, myself, Dr. B. Suresh Kumar, Department of Mechanical Engineering. Here, why we need nanotechnology in agriculture? Because farmers unknowingly spray the excess fertilizer on farms so that too much fertilizers they applied on the plants. From that, the plant growth will be affected and also land property also affected. So that we should reduce the fertilizer amount on the plant. And then chemical fertilizer also affects the land soil quality. From this nanotechnology, we can arrest this soil defects. Okay, and then handling fertilizer is the biggest problem. He always lift the fertilizer bag with the hands and applying the fertilizer with the weighted bags. It is the difficult task available with the farmers, and for reducing this the farmers can utilize heavy machineries in the field. This machinery is landing on the field means the soil get affected due to the heavy weight applied on the clay. The clay quality will be affected, so that the next generation plant also affected from this affected land quality. Okay, for the reason we need nanotechnology in agriculture, and also it reduces farmers hurdles like they need a huge area for fertilizing fertilizer storage, and also fertilizer transportation to farms from storage area, and then fertilizer handling inside the farms. These are all the hurdles available with the farmers. How can we reduce these hurdles with the nanotechnology? In before, the metal particles and then inorganic particles we can generate it from nanotechnology. How can we generate the nanoparticles from organic matters? Here see the dendrimers, which is the substance composed of identical dendrimers molecules. From this, dendrimers are the biological component which can be produced through nanotechnology. The band between the two molecules, we can generate the thing from exterior to inward or inward to exward. Likewise, we may manufacture dendrimers nanoparticles through nanotechnology, and the micelles and the liposome and then ferritin. These are all the organic nanoparticles we can produce with the nanotechnology concepts. In previously it was available. And then for example, if you are considered dendrimers, it can be synthesized by two major approaches. These are divergent approach and then convergent approach. What is divergent approach? The synthesis start from the core. Core means which is center part of the dendrimers, and then the arms, the blue color images are the arms, and then the arms are attached by adding building blocks. Okay, the arms are looking like a building blocks, so that we can add that building blocks onto the core. From this we can achieve the dendrimers nanoparticle, which is divergent approach. And then convergent approach means we can start from exterior surface to interior. Likewise, also we can form the nanoparticles of organic material. So that we have two methods. One is divergent approach, another one is convergent approach. Advantages for organic nanoparticles in pharmaceuticals: it has higher colloidal stability, improved dispersibility, improved surface reactivity. And then why we use the main advantages of higher colloidal stability means we can avoid the unusable colloids between the molecules, and then improved dispersibility. The dispersion of nanoparticles it into the pharmaceuticals chemicals is also possible, and the improved surface reactivity with one particle another particle is also improved. And then drug delivery refers to technologies for transporting a pharmaceutical compound in the body, sometimes based on nanoparticles. So that every organs available within the body, it absorbs easily the nanoparticles into the functions. Then fertilizer. Why we what is meant by fertilizer? Why we can't utilize this nanotechnology for organic fertilizer production? Yes, we can see why we need fertilizer. Generally, fertilizer replaces the nutrients that crops remove from the soil. Crops roots are generally absorbs nutrition available with the soil. Based on that root absorption uh, property, the soil will affected by getting reduced nutrition property. So that we go for needs of nano fertilizer in agriculture. What is needs of nano fertilizer in agriculture means excess of chemical fertilizer negatively affects the nutrient equilibrium of the soil. Nano fertilizers are now being used in specific concentrations with respect to nutritional requirements of the crops, efficiently regulate the delivery of nutrients to plants. Similarly, it reduces the farmer's headache to transport the fertilizer bags to field and lifting and spraying difficulty of fertilizer to plant. Already I show you diagrams for transporting and spraying difficulties available with the farmers. Okay, from this nanotechnology we can reduce the farmers headache. And why chemical fertilizer we are utilizing? Why not organic fertilizer? Yes, which is also possible. Where I produce the organic fertilizer from treated sewage sludge, peat, animal waste, plant waste from agriculture. From these four elements, we can produce the organic fertilizer. So these four are the fundamental fundamental things available with the organic fertilizers. Okay, from this we can produce the organic fertilizer, and then we can convert that organic fertilizer into nanoparticles from the following methodology. First, we collect the plant waste from farms, and then we washing that plant waste with the water. When water means distilled water. After that, we mill the plant waste. After milling, it getting into the boiling process. After boiling, we can filter the substrate what we needed. After that, we can add the metal salt on that liquid. After that, we undergoes synthesis of nanoparticles from that metal salt added liquid. From that, we can get the nanoparticle formation. After getting the nanoparticles, we go for nanoparticle stabilization, and then from this stabilized nanoparticles, we can produce the nano tablets. Why we produce the nano tablets? The application of nano tablets in farm. We can easily apply the nano tablets it into plant roots. Okay, from this, the plant roots can absorb the chemicals, nutrients easily. Okay, and then osmotic diffusion on plant roots. Generally, plant roots are getting nutrition from the sand with the aid of osmotic diffusion process. Osmotic diffusion means movement of solvent particles across a semi-permeable membrane. Here, root walls are act as a semi-permeable membranes, and the solvents available with that soil is moved easily from the soil to root. Here we introduce some nanoparticles with nitrogen, potassium, and phosphorus means the root can easily absorb, and we can supply the nano tablets on root area. From this we can easily achieve the highest yield of the crops. Okay, these are all the things available, easily things available with the nanoparticle and the nanotechnology introduction in agriculture. Thank you. From this nanotechnology, the farmers get easily storage of fertilizer within some limited areas, and farmers can easily transport the fertilizer from one area to another area, and they can easily spray, and the plant also get easily to absorb the nanoparticles from soils. These are all the advantages available with the nanotechnology in agriculture. So we can generate lot nanoparticles with the organic materials, and also we can examine that produced nanoparticles with the plants, and also we produce the lot of nano tablets for apply the farms, agriculture farms, and we may introduce new nano tablets to farmers for increase our agriculture productivity. This is also one kind of projects the engineers can do for help the farmers.